What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys pretty much full face of first impressions. I have two new eyeshadow palettes, I have a new bronzer, a new lipstick, and I think that's it. So not really a first full face. Oh, and a primer as well. So I'm going to be giving you guys pretty much a tutorial but with new items in there. So yeah, I have had a lot of background noise while I've been recording this video, so depending on how it sounds when I'm editing, I might have to make it a voiceover. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, just keep watching if you're interested in seeing how I was able to complete this full face. Alright guys, so I have a bunch of stuff that I wanted to just kind of try out, and I've been oversleeping lately, so I haven't been able to wake up before work to put that stuff on. So I'm just gonna do my unofficial kind of testing new makeup first impressions. I got a sample from the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, so I'm insanely excited to try this. I do already have my skincare, which has been on all day, and I actually put a primer on in the morning as well, just to control my oil. And now I'm just gonna put this on kind of how I put on like my Smashbox primer, and I put that on everywhere. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And then, according to Mel Thompson, it's never good to try both a primer and a foundation out, although I do also have a foundation sample. I have the Tarte multitasking foundation. I have a sample of this, so if you guys are interested, just let me know. I want to try this. I might actually throw that in my project pan because it is a sample or a mini. And this primer is starting to kind of set into my skin. It really did feel hydrating because my skin was feeling pretty dry, and that felt really nice. And now I can feel like it's a little tacky, kind of tightening, but I can feel that it's tightening because it's tacky, if that makes any sense. I'm going to use two project pan items, my Wet n Wild contour cushion and my Dior Backstage sample in 7 in. I'm going to use these two. I've been able to combine them to kind of finesse a foundation shade. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm also going to speed through my concealer and my powder because I don't have anything new for those or brow products. Basically for this contour, which there doesn't seem to be much product, I just kind of put a base layer of that on, and because that's so much lighter than my skin tone and this Dior sample is so much darker, they kind of finesse themselves together and it works out. Although my perfect shade is the foundation sample under this that I got, and it's 6 in, and I actually have the full size now. And you can see how this 7 in just kind of blends right in with my skin. I really do love this Dior foundation. I actually used that, was my foundation for the wedding that I attended, this past month. And my foundation was flawless up until the end of the night, and I did not powder or anything, I don't think. I can't actually remember. It was a crazy night, as most weddings are. For concealer, I'm just going to use my Avocado Bendy concealer. This is the First Aid Beauty. Really, really good concealer, and I'm panning it slowly but surely. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, so I have now got my powder, my concealer, I have my brow gel in. And I think everything else is pretty much new. Just kidding. I have an old eyeshadow base, but I think I'm gonna do bronzer next. I have a bunch of bronzers. I went between like bronzers showing up a month late, and then I was very stressed because of school, so I went a little ham on bronzers. I have the Koivuka, I don't know how to say it. I have their bronzer. Okay, so this is the brand that I was trying to say. There you go. So that's the brand. I don't know what it is, but I have their bronzer. I have the Prime Beauty Bronzeville. Yeah, Bronzeville bronzer, and this is the one in the middle. This is the middle shade. I thought that this would be like my skin tone, but just warmer, so I got that. And then I also have this. This is the Lunatic Cosmetics Volume 2 contour kit. So this whole bottom row basically is bronzers. And I just figured I'd go ahead and kind of kill my no-buy when it comes to face palettes and purchase the whole kit and caboodle, because I would most likely want it later on in life and I'd be mad that I purchased all the bronzer shades and not the other parts. So I did that. And then I also purchased a bunch of Beaute products. Since these Beaute products are the oldest ones in my collection, like that are sitting to be waiting, I'm gonna kind of choose between these three products. So everybody always raves about this this setting powder, the pressed setting powder, but I think I'm gonna go with this blush. It's in the shade Tarot. I want to go with this for the pure fact that it has some shimmer to it, and I've been really wanting to have a more shimmery look to my face. So I'm gonna get a bronzer brush. I decided to treat this one good. I'm going in with my Big Daddy Marc Jacobs the bronze brush, and like I said, this product has obvious glitter in it. It's gold glitter, and if you did not know, this is a Swedish brand, and what really got me about this brand, one, it's Swedish, and in Sweden there are not very many people of color to my knowledge, so the fact that they had some shades that are darker than US brands really intrigued me, and because so many people have tried this brand, and specifically that pressed powder I was telling you guys about earlier, I figured I really just wanted to go in. It was not a cheap order, so I went ahead and purchased all three at the same time to make it worth my while, because between shipping and like just one of the bronzers, it was going to be expensive. So I figured I might as well use all three bronzer purchases for that month with this order and really get to see this brand as a whole. So this is a very interesting product. It has like a sheen to it. It's not glittery like it looks like in the pan. Let me show you guys the pan. You see how it has that glitter reflect to it? You don't see it on the skin. At least I don't. I did use a really fluffy brush, so typically that really helps. Can I see it? You might be able to see it. Maybe you can see it, but I think it looks nice. It makes the product look more skin-like and not extremely matte, so I am okay with it. I think I want to do a glowy blush, but I don't know what my eye look is going to be, so I'm going to come back to that, and let's just hop into the eyes. I can do my brows off camera afterwards, but I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids with my NYX Milk Pencil. Okay, now for eyeshadow products. I have been saving these two products because I wanted to do a sort of first impression, if you will, and I am gonna do it now in this video. I purchased both of these eyeshadow palettes in December. One came to me relatively quickly, but the other one, it took a while. FedEx was a complete butt, so that took a minute. But anyways, this is my Natasha Denona blue purple palette. This is the only Big Daddy purple palette, or Natasha Denona palette, that I have. So I'm gonna use this baby for the mattes, and then for the shimmers I am gonna put this Linda Hallberg Hidden Secrets eyeshadow palette on my lid. So I think I am gonna go ahead and set my base, just because, like I said, I love to control everything when it comes to my eyeshadow, and especially because this is like the first time I'm using this palette from Natasha Denona. I don't want to say it's not good and it was just because I'm so used to my lid being set and I didn't set it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it. Okay, and I really need to wash my brushes, but until I do that, we're gonna hope that this brush doesn't have too much product on it. And this thing does have shade names. What is the name? I can't be bothered to use those shade names. We're just gonna point. So I'm gonna put this light blue, I was about to say brown. We're gonna put that in my crease. And I guess I'm gonna be using the mirror in, nope, I'm not using this mirror. And I'm using the, I think this is the large blending brush from Eddie Funkhauser. I really love these brushes. I don't know why I've been too lazy to purchase another set of them, but I really enjoy these brushes. They're nice and soft, like the Fancy Fist said they would be. Very, very good brushes. Okie dokie. Next, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm trying to keep in mind the lid shades that I have to put on. I'm gonna deepen it up with this blue right here. It's the next darkest blue in this palette, and I'm gonna switch brushes so I can concentrate that color a little bit better than I did with my first color. And I'm gonna put this one directly into my crease. What I'm gonna do is actually, I should have zoomed you guys in. We're doing the eye tutorial basically. So I'm gonna kind of bring this down kind of on my outer edge, but this is not gonna be the main color. I just want this to be the outside color, if you will. And then I'm gonna switch my brush yet again. I'm gonna use the E9, yep, E9 from ColourPop. And I am going to deepen out my outer V. What color do I want to use? Let's go with, I can't decide. It's either this one, this gray, or this really deep navy. I kind of don't want this to be monochromatic. I'm thinking I'm going to do something between these two. So let me go into the more burgundy shade right now, and that's gonna go on my outer V. I think I'm gonna do a halo eye. So I'm just gonna bring this purple to my inner corner and attempt to blend in between. And hopefully you guys can see it's kind of going on my eye like a navy blue, so it kind of looks like the blue would have looked, probably just a little bit lighter, just because I'm mixing it with the blues, which is perfectly fine with me. It's actually reminding me of one of the colors in the Subculture palette. Okay, and I think what I'm gonna do now is just deepen this up even more if I can. And I'm gonna go into the gray right here, and I'm gonna put that on this M562 and just try and deepen this out even more if I can. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna really deepen out, but it does. If you were close enough, you can see that it really does deepen it up. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend that gray out with the purple. Okie dokie. So for now, that's all I'm gonna do with the Natasha Denona palette. Now I'm gonna go into this Linda Hallberg palette. What color am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna start with Orphic, which is the like blue metallic. I'm just gonna use my finger and we're just gonna put that in the middle. It's giving off like a really pretty like glitter type situation, which I am honestly not mad about. And it's also allowing this to not be a really defined halo eye, but I think what I want to do is go in with ethereal right on top of that. I'm just going to use the same exact finger. Yeah. I'm really enjoying this situation right here. It's very, very dark, very, very crazy, but you know, that's my thing. Now let's go ahead and do the lower lash line, and then we can come back and do my inner corner highlight. So I'm gonna find my e.l.f. brush, and I am gonna take the gray and tight line right up against my lower lash line. And it's actually not a gray. Now that I'm putting it down there, it's like a really, it's like a dark blue with a gray undertone. That's why it matches with this side of the palette. And then, and I'm gonna take the like maroon color that I used in my crease to kind of define the halo eye, and I'm gonna blend out that blue if I can with this. No, I can't with this. I don't know why I even thought I could. I can do it with this sable brush. This is the Esom, what number is this? Esom W21. I know I can do it with this brush, so. I'm looking very, very dark on my lower lash line. It is okay. We will lighten it up. For my inner corner highlight, I'm actually just going to brush off that sable haired brush that I had, and I'm going to use one of the shimmers in this palette. I'm gonna clearly stick to the cool colors because that's what's on my lid, or all over my eyes. I'm debating between one of these silvers. I think I'm gonna go with this silver right here because it looks like it's a true silver, but it also looks like there's some blue in it. So I think I'm gonna pick that up. It's a dry brush, no Fix Plus or anything, and I'm just gonna stick that. Oh, okay, we're just gonna continue to apply that. This is bonkers. Oh my god, I did not know it was gonna be like that. That really brought life to this look because this look is really, really dark. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this nude liner in my waterline. This is from Melt Cosmetics and the shade is called Baked. I like to use this, or you know what? No, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna put my Milk base in my waterline. This is gonna be rather hard, so I'm gonna hop off camera, do that. I think I'm gonna do a very, very small liquid liner. I'm gonna do mascara and my brows, and we will be back to do my blush and everything else. So give me 1 second. Alrighty guys, so now I have my mascara on. I feel like a Disney snow princess. Like I feel like I'm a character in Frozen currently. So yeah, I'm actually really digging this look. Next I'm gonna use an old blush because I didn't purchase any new blushes because it's not a part of my, it's a part of my no buy. Even though I have that bronzer palette situation, I'm not going to use it. And this is the only cool tone blush I could find that was a little bit of shimmer. And this is from L'Oreal, and this is in the shade Fantastical. So this was the coolest toning blush that I had that was also shimmery. And this isn't even really a shimmery one. This is like more of a satin, if you will. But like I said, I've just been kind of dreaming about getting back into my more glowy cheek products. So we're just gonna bring the spring in with the cool tone look. That's how that's gonna go. All right, and I might look like a clown. Don't worry, that happens a lot. I'm okay with it. And then for highlighter, I'm also gonna try an older highlighter that I haven't used at all this year because I've been focusing on the other two highlighters. But I'm gonna use this Dior Nude Luminizer in 04. I really want my highlighter to just be extremely glass-like. Oh, you know what I should have used? Darn it, I should have used my Wet n Wild silver highlighter. It's okay. Okie dokie. So this is the base. Now we have to figure out my lip product. And actually, I think one of my new lip products will work with this look. Let me find it. Okay, I did line my lips really quickly with my NARS pencil, and now I'm gonna put on my lips the Linda Hallberg lips or Fantastick and Ametrine. This is a cool tone like purple. But it's also like a very shiny finish, and I thought this would work to bring out the purple in my crease, and I think I do like this look. Let me just put some spray on really quickly. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I actually really do enjoy this look. Very cool toned, very true to me. And I just kind of want to go through the new items and talk to you guys about those. So the first new item I put on was the Hydra Grip Primer. So just to show you guys, hopefully my camera will focus. I've already used a decent amount, and this was the first time that I used, so I've used up to here from the bottom, and I think I might have pumped 3 or 4 times, so keep that in mind. It did pretty much all absorb into my skin in one go around. It felt really hydrating, which was nice, but it also did have like a slight tightening, which I could tell was the tackiness of the product. I think the foundation has stuck to the product very well. I have been using the combination of that contour and the Dior pretty consistently lately, so it doesn't look like these products were against each other, which is nice. It's always nice to know that a foundation that you're used to using works with a new primer. I do kind of want to test out this primer a little bit more to see really how well it helps for my products to last. Yes, I am combination oily, but my skin does need hydration. So this primer might actually really work for me. So I want to see how it works for a longer period of time. I have only had this on my face for 10 minutes. I don't even know. As for the two, what was next? The next was the bronzer. I like this so far. It's nice and warm. It gives you like a slight sheen situation. I really do enjoy this bronzer. It's giving me my ColourPop bits and pieces vibes, so I have a feeling me and this bronzer are really going to get along. I do want to wear it a couple more times, and then I will bring you guys a bronzer hunt for that for the month of April. It should be coming up in April. I'm recording this in March in case you are wondering. As for these eyeshadow palettes, I must say, so yes, I only used one shimmer in this palette, but that shimmer was outstanding. So I'm extremely excited to test out a couple more of these shimmers and to really see how I like this formula. I have tried Natasha Denona before. I have a mini, I think it's the mini Lila that I have, and I did enjoy that palette, which is why I really wanted to get this one, and this has color scheme that speaks to me every day, all day. As for the mattes, I enjoyed some of the mattes, not necessarily all of them. I enjoyed the blues. The purple, I felt like I had to build up way too much. And even on my eye, it's very murky. It definitely turned into that more of a navy color, even towards the bottom where it's not touching the blue. So for me, I really want to give that purple another try, and that looks to be the only matte purple. It looks like these two are more satins. So I'm going to definitely be testing this palette out, and if you guys want a dedicated video on how I enjoy this palette, I will give it. And since I have gotten through all my other eyeshadow palettes, I can also do a palette roundup, but I haven't been purchasing palettes like that, so it might take me a while to do a palette roundup. Next was the other eyeshadow palette, which is this Enchanted Secrets eyeshadow palette from Linda Hallberg. I used these two shades and they were beautiful. Very beautiful. These are definitely metallics with shimmer in it, and I will admit I do have I do have glitter specks all up in this section. It doesn't really faze me because I'm me, but in case it does faze you, I did just want to let you know that. So maybe do some more pencil or a brush and Fix Plus, or a brush and some spray instead of your finger, because I definitely did get fallout under my eye. And I guess I did not set my eyes enough because there's fallout still there. Anyways, overall thus far I enjoyed both of these colors, so I assume I'm gonna enjoy the other two. Out of what, the 3 quads that she's released, this was apparently the best one, which is why I purchased it, and thus far I really am excited for that one. So I'm loving all of the products that I've tested out thus far. What was next? Next I think was this lipstick. I don't think I had anything else. Everything else was old. Yeah, this lipstick, it's beautiful thus far. It's nice and juicy, cool toned purple. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand so you guys can see it. It's very much just a sheen. I don't even think you guys can see it. There you go. So it's very much a sheen with like a light cool toned purple to it. So it's really nice. This would actually go really well with one of my NYX matte lipsticks, one of their newest matte formula, because I have a color that matches this. So I'm excited for this bullet lipstick. I have a feeling I'm gonna fly through this. Potentially this might be one of those things that just ends up in my bag and never leaves it. But yeah, I think that's all I had for you guys today. I did enjoy this like round of first impressions. Let me know how you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely let me know if there's any products that I have tested out that you want to test out, that you purchased, how you liked it, and if you want a more detailed opinion about these items. So yeah, as always y'all, peace.